Hey everybody, today we have a real fun one. This is the Fredi Mini HD camera with remote. Opening the box for the first time, you can see that it is bubble wrapped quite well. And we'll go through these parts as I find them as well, or I see them as well. This looks to be the main camera unit. It has a very nice long, sorry, let me get that on the camera, a very nice long lead for mounting. The camera itself is downright tiny. It's maybe about the size of a fingernail. And then coming off the back of the unit is the power lead. We also have an SD card slot, an on-off switch, and a charging port right here, as well as another wire hanging off, which I believe is probably your antenna for the wireless remote. It's actually a pretty nice little plastic housing. Very, very lightweight. Going a little deeper into the box, we have the remote. Which does feel pretty sturdy in the hand. It does have an open and close function, so you can hide the buttons so you don't accidentally push them. Decent feel to it. We have an A, B, C, and D button that I'm not entirely sure just yet what they do, but we'll take a look at that here in a minute. Then I'll get back to you and show you what that does. We also have a nice little bit of heat shrink. This would be really good for, depending on how you want to use this. It's really neat that they do include this in the packaging. They provide us with, looks like, a micro SD, or not micro SD, sorry, a micro USB to AV out as well as a USB out, which is a really neat little cable. And I'm sure you can use that, or you will use that, to either get live feed off of this or to be able to transfer the files over to a computer. They also provide a slew of different camera covers, including what looks like a screw cover, a couple of different kinds of buttons. Again, if you're trying to go covert with this, this is a really nice little addition with plenty of options for hiding this camera. The battery itself is quite beefy. It is a, let's see, 2500 milliamp 3.7 volt battery. They do suggest that you do charge this up as soon as you get it. Due to shipping and it's sitting, it's probably fairly dead, but we'll take a look. And the heat shrink that they do offer, if you look, is definitely big enough to be able to include the battery. Last but not least, they offer a little bit of reading. I'll look through this real quick so I can kind of show you what needs to be done, and then we'll come back and show you the camera in action and get some test footage of it. The A button switches you back off of standby mode. It does go on to standby mode after about 5 minutes. The B button starts and stops 720p footage. The C button starts and stops 1080p footage. and the D button starts and stops your motion detection. I believe if you hold in the D button, it'll also reformat the SIM card. I did have to format the SIM card on my computer first to get the camera to see it, but after I did that, waited the time for it to charge, it was dead simple, worked really well out of the box, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's a great little camera that I will be using to ensure that my future packages stay where they belong.